The book of Proverbs chapter 22 and verse 3. A prudent man foreseeth the evil and hideth himself, but the simple pass on and are punished. I'm going to stop right there. I want to start off as always by giving all praise, all honor, all glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rachak Wadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who teach and who rule well, who taught us this truth through the power and spirit of Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai. And Lord willing, this lesson is edifying to the elect out there, whoever you might be. And Shalom to 140 and 4,000. So Proverbs 22 and 3 is a major scripture that you got to take heed to, all right? The prudent in this time will be the elect, all right? And we're the hopeful elect. Lord willing, we are that number. But we're seeing the evil that's taking place, man. We're seeing bad times forming, all right? Because you go into that word evil, it means bad times, man. And we're in the, what we call the beginning of sorrows, man, all right? Before all hell breaks loose, man. We're entering into a time known as Jacob's trouble, man. The worst time this earth has ever seen, man. And people are just walking around acting like nothing's going on. All right. But us, we see the evil coming and we're hiding ourselves in this truth, man, under the shadow of the Almighty. All right. You see, because we see it's about to get very fucking bad out here, man. And, one aspect of that happening right now is this whole migrant situation, man, and here in Denver, man, you see that, taking place, man. All right, you go downtown, you see, or just different parts of the city, you see a bunch of so-called migrants, man. All right, from Venezuela, all right, and all these other parts of South America and whatnot. But not just them. There's also what we believe to be UN troops coming in through the borders along with them, man. All right, you got motherfuckers from China, Africa, and other parts of the earth, man. Iraq, Iran coming through the borders, man. Why do you think that is? Because Esau, the so-called white man, is up to something, man. All right. We're getting ready to see some shit pop off here very shortly, man. Here we are in 2024, man. It started off with a bang, and it's going to continue to get hotter and hotter, man. And we got our eyes open, man. We watching. All right. It's not a coincidence. All these people are coming through the border all at one time, man. All right. It's not a coincidence, man. You got to have your eyes open, man. The rest of these people out here, these Israelites, they're not focused on this, man. They're focused on vain things, man. Not seeing what's forming right in front of them, man. Okay. But without further ado, I want to play a couple of video clips, and I want to get into some more precepts. All right, here's a news article from CNN, and this is recent news, all right? And it's been, a lot of people talking about this. It says 4 migrants accused of assaulting NYPD officers were arrested and released. Now they're California bound, a source says. So if you haven't seen the video, I'm going to try to find a video, just to show you where these migrants, beat up, a couple of New York City police officers. So here's a video right here. It's talking about this situation. Let's go ahead and play it really quick.
That brutal attack just further proof as the most recent stats show that assaults on officers are on the rise. Fox 5's Kendall Green live in Times Square with more tonight. Kendall.
Hey, good evening, Steve and Natasha. Many have already seen that disturbing video and wonder how it happened in the first place. And they also...
And just, this is my first time actually watching this particular video. There's a lot of them. This is my first time watching this one. As you can see, there's a 666 in the background. Man, you know what? This further proves my point, But, I'm speaking as a man, but I believe this whole situation is set up. But let's go ahead and, play the rest of the video.
Wonder how those 5 men have already been released from custody, but we're learning tonight assaults on police officers across the city are part of a growing, troubling trend. Around 8:30 Saturday night, you can see 5 men and 2 officers interacting on camera. Seems calm and ordinary until the pair of officers attempt to take down one of the men in yellow, pictured here, and then it gets ugly.
You saw the video. Reprehensible. Cowards.
It starts with one kick to a cop's head and only escalates from that point on. Seconds later, the men swarm around the officers already on the ground by this point, striking them both multiple times.
You want to know why our cops are getting assaulted? There's no consequences. And we must change this. End of story.
Manhattan District Attorney Alvin Bragg's office sent us a statement in part saying, quote, "Violence against police officers is never acceptable. It is paramount that we conclusively identify each defendant and specify each participant's role in the incident. Every defendant charged so far is facing felony charges that carry a penalty of up to 7 years. It's not clear what triggered the fight, but it's part of a rising trend of citywide felony assaults on police. Police report a jump of 1,885 assaults in 2022 to 2,235 last year, representing a more than 15% spike in assaults during that period.
It really begs the question as to what is being done within the criminal justice system to not only keep officers safe, but keep us as a community safe.
Dr. Darren Porcher, retired as an NYPD lieutenant and teaches now. He notes his concern with the potential attack's impact on numbers on the police force and context with NYPD's already troubling attrition rate.
When we look to situations such as officers being assaulted and the actual offenders being released, it really creates a greater propensity for people not wanting to take the job as being a police officer.
Now, the 5 men face the charges that include assault on a police officer, gang assault, and disorderly conduct, which, if convicted, carry up to 7 years in prison. That's the latest from Times Square. Kendall Green, Fox 5 News.
Okay, so yeah, you see the situation going on, all right, with this incident. Now, me personally, I believe it was set up because what Esau wants is chaos to ensue. And as a matter of fact, let's go back to the CNN article, because on the CNN article, it talked about something else. It talked about them being released, okay, without any kind of a repercussion. You know, they just released them, and they're on the way to California. But let's see what their article says, because people are talking about this. All right, so as you can see the title, 4 migrants accused of assaulting NYPD officers were arrested and released. Now they're California bound, a source says. It says 4 migrant men charged with felonies in an attack on 2 New York City Police Department officers Saturday outside a migrant shelter are en route to a California town near Mexico after they were released from custody and given bus tickets by a faith-based charity, a senior law enforcement official said. The 4 men were among at least 7 people arrested in the incident. They were staying in a New York City shelter, used false names with the charity, the source told CNN. It was not immediately clear who the 4 are among the group arrested this week in connection with the weekend incident. Investigators say even though the defendants allegedly used false names with the charity and could be going to Mexico by way of Calexico, California, we have no legal authority to chase them or attempt to stop them. Because the Manhattan District Attorney did not request bail and the defendants were released on their own recognizance, the law enforcement source said. We have to assume they intend to return to court, which, given the circumstances around their departure, seems unlikely, the source added. U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement declined to comment. Okay, so yeah, all right. You see, people are kind of upset about this because it's like, how do you come into this country, all right, and you're able to attack police officers and just go off scot-free? This is, I believe, is orchestrated to enrage the people, man, because that's what Esau wants, man. He wants chaos to ensue, man. He wants civil war to break out. He wants people to be in complete, utter turmoil, man. All right? And this is just part of it, man. This is a major part of it, bringing all these immigrants in, man. All right? So this whole immigration thing has many branches that branch off of it, man. Like I said, the UN troops come in through the border as well. All right? They're going to be a part of that quote-unquote establishing order again. All right? Because they're not going to use American soldiers to subdue the people. They're going to use foreign troops, man, because they're not going to have any kind of compassion on you people, man, when they're blowing your fucking head off after they kick your door in, man. Like, that's what's coming. All right? So anyway, let's continue on in the article, okay? And expect to see T attacks happening. That's one thing that's been on my mind lately, man. You're going to see some, and when I say T attacks, you know, use your mind, man. We don't want to say too much on YouTube because they take our videos down. What's the TERRORIST attacks, okay? I got to spell it out for you. I believe that's going to be taking place very soon, man. I can see Esau doing that. All right, but anyway, continuing on, it says, let's jump down. It says the case follows a surge of migrants arriving at the U.S.-Mexico border, and as a knock-on effect in far-off major U.S. cities, where many have gone on their own or on buses hired by Texas. Some 67,000 migrants are under New York City's care, among more than 173,900 who've arrived in the city since spring 2022, a City Hall spokesman told CNN on Thursday. So what do you think these red-blooded Americans, these Edomites, are going to do about this right here? It's going to enrage them, man. All right, and if it keeps continuing to fester, and incidents keep happening, what do you think is going to happen? They're going to start taking up arms, man. All right, race wars, man. Because they already don't like you jakes, man. Because a lot of those people that are coming through the borders, they're Israelites, man. All right? Either here for salvation or judgment, man. One of the two. Okay? But yeah, this is all playing in the prophecy at the end of the day. All right? And ultimately, we believe it's going to lead towards the MOTB, which is the mark of the beast. All right? Because they're going to use that to try to, be a solution to all the chaos here, man. You're going to want people to identify themselves with their RFID microchip, which is the mark of the beast. But it says the overwhelming number of immigrants, migrants, asylum seekers, they want to be here and do what's right. Those violent ones, we need to immediately have them removed from our city. New York City Mayor Eric Adams told La Mega 97.9 or FM on Thursday, so a radio station, I guess, in New York. The attack outside the shelter was disgusting, and they should be held accountable, the Democrat added, saying he thinks they should not have been released from custody, while noting the city does not have the authority to deport people. Man, this place is a fucking mess. Man, America, this shit is a joke, man. And it's on its way out, man. The infrastructure is crumbling, all right? It's over, man. It's a wrap. So just prepare for chaos, man. And that's why I started out with that verse, Proverbs 22:3. Let's pull it up one more time. All right, here it is. A prudent man foreseeth the evil and hideth himself, but the simple pass on and are punished. All right. You see, and I believe they're going to use this immigration thing as a smokescreen for orchestrated T attacks, man. All right, because look, man, you can't put anything past this damn devil Esau, man. We're not ignorant of his devices. This man is the fucking devil. He will orchestrate T attacks nationwide just so he can lock it down, man, and take all your rights away. Saying, look, hey, man, all these T attacks are happening in all these major cities. We need everybody to remain indoors. Curfews gonna be put in place. All right, martial law. Okay, and we have a place where you can identify yourself. You can come in and log into our system by taking this small grain of rice, which is the RFID microchip. Okay, it's about the size of a grain of rice, probably even smaller now. All right, as they forward their technology. But anyway, they're going to use that. Watch, because it's part of biblical prophecy, man. They're going to bring that mark of the beast, and this very well could be a major catalyst to that being brought forth, man. And Lord willing, it is. All right, because it must happen before we get the hell up out of this bitch, man. We got to see the mark of the beast prophecy take place. Okay, but hey, we're hiding ourselves in this truth, man. We see it happening. All right, we see it happening, man. Chaos is ensuing, and you want to be protected. All right, by Yahweh Bahashim Yahushua, the only one that can protect you. Okay, so stop playing around, man. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, Seminole Indians. You've heard this truth. Repent, man, wholeheartedly, man. All right, wholeheartedly while you still got time. Let's go back to the article, and I got a few more instances I want to bring out too. Okay, let's finish it off. It says, authorities Saturday arrested Yorman Reveron, 24, Kelvin Servita Arocha, 19, Darwin Andres, all the names. I'm not going to read all these damn names. You see it. Each charged with second-degree assault and second-degree obstructing governmental administration, according to a criminal complaint. Joanne Bowada, 22, was arrested Monday and charged with the same two counts, a complaint states. All right, this guy, Yohenry Brito, 24, was arrested Wednesday and arraigned Thursday on 2 counts of second-degree assault and 1 count of second-degree obstructing governmental administration. the Manhattan District Attorney's Office told CNN. It goes on to face their charges. I mean, to list their charges, but look, it says they got out, man. They're out. And they said they're headed to California. Okay? So, yeah. But let's get I want to show you something else really quick. Okay, so here we have this right here. All right, this is from naturalnews.com, and it says Texas showdown with the federal government continues as Governor Abbott says state is prepared, quote unquote, to handle potential Biden federalization of state National Guard. Now, this whole shit going on between Governor Abbott and President Biden is a bunch of bullshit, man. It's all orchestrated, man. There's no way that a damn governor is going to be able to go against the federal government, man, going against the president, man. This is all nothing more than smoke and mirrors, man. It's nothing more than a show, man. Like WWF, man. It's a show. It's all scripted and orchestrated, man. But you people buy into it. You think that this is really a battle between Texas and the president of the United States. No, man. This is all orchestrated. They put this shit in their movies, man. Go watch that movie Bushwick. All right, there's tons of movies that show Texas seceding. Okay, was it one of the Purges? If I'm not mistaken, they showed that shit. And then you have a movie that's coming out this year, supposedly. We'll see if it comes out or not. But a movie called Civil War, where Texas, I believe Texas secedes from the rest of the states, man. So this is nothing more than Esau orchestrating chaos, man. But let's read some of this. They want the chaos to happen. They want civil war. All right. One of the latest threats from the Biden regime against Texas concerning the crisis at the southern border involves federalizing the Texas National Guard, a move that Governor Greg Abbott says he is prepared to deal with should the federal government decide to take the antagonistic route. Come on, man. Get the fuck out of here. He's part of the plan. This governor, he's part of it, man. They're all linked in, man. Okay? You people can't see it. All right? It says on January 22nd, the United States Supreme Court ruled that federal agents cannot be blocked by Texas from removing razor wire that was set up along the U.S.-Mexico border in Eagle Pass, a Texas border town separate from Mexico by the Rio Grande River. All right. Supreme Court of the United States basically ordered Texas to remove the razor wire or allow Customs and Border Control to remove the razor wire, but Abbott is not budging. He says he will never back down from our efforts to secure the border, regardless of what D.C. says. After Abbott stated this, Democrats everywhere started calling on the Biden regime to federalize the National Guard, which would prevent Texas from utilizing it to protect its own border with Mexico. This is a bunch of bullshit, man. Okay? So they're talking about civil war and whatnot. All right? Let's see what this video says right here, man. This is major news. The Vigilant Fox. Holy smokes. Texas Governor Greg Abbott says he is prepared in the event Biden attempts to take control of the Texas National Guard. Whatever that means, okay? What does he mean he's prepared? What does that mean? I mean, what is he going to use? Militias like to take on the federal government? What does that mean? Let's see. Play this video from Tucker Carlson really quick. If it'll play. It's acting like it don't want to play, man. Hold on, Salaki, give me 1 second. All right, so here we had a video right here. Let's play a little bit of this.
If the administration declares that it plans to federalize the National Guard of the state of Texas, your National Guard, what will be your response?
Well, first, I'll be shocked. That would be a boneheaded move on his part, a total disaster. But for one, as you might imagine, we are prepared in the event that unlikely event does occur to make sure that we will be able to continue exactly what we've been doing over the past months, and that is building these barriers, whether it be the concertina wire or other anti-crime border barriers, whatever we've been building. The Biden administration is now trying to attack us because of it, and we will continue to do exactly what we're doing to expand our denial of illegal entry into the state of Texas.
With state employees, I assume, not with National Guard, but can you envision a scenario in which you would put armed state employees on the border instead of the National Guard of Texas?
We do have other armed state employees on the border as we speak right this minute, and that's the Texas Department of Public Safety, as well as other law enforcement officers, as well as National Guard from other states. And you can be assured there will be more National Guard from other states and more law enforcement officers within the state of Texas and other states. And, Tucker, I just signed a new law in the state of Texas that will go into effect on March the 5th that authorizes any law enforcement officer in the state of Texas to be able to arrest anybody coming across the border illegally.
Have you spoken?
You hear that? You hear that? So, hey, man, shit is happening, man. Shit is happening, man. America is done. This is a token sign of this place going down. Let's get a quick precept on that. Then we'll come back to the video. It's over, man. All right, here it is right here. The book of Jeremiah, chapter 51 and verse 9. We would have healed Babylon, and Babylon is synonymous to America, okay? America, a.k.a. Babylon the Great, a.k.a. Mystery Babylon. It's no longer a mystery. In these last days, we understand that it was speaking of this place known as America, all right? The Bible. We would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her, and let us go, everyone to his own country, for her judgment reaches unto heaven and is lifted up even to the skies. So, yeah, right now, we're seeing the crumbling of America, okay? It's not going to go back to normal, man. It's going to get worse and worse from here on out, man. It's going to get worse and worse from here on out to the point where you're going to see troops in the streets, all right? Martial law, anarchy, chaos in these streets, man. People not regarding the authorities, man. Okay? That's what this is brewing towards, man. All right? Let's get a precept on that really quick. We'll get back to that video. All right, 2 Ezra chapter 15 and verse 16. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. And this is talking about all hell breaking loose, man, and the law enforcement, pretty much, falling apart, man. People just saying, you know what, I'm gonna do whatever feels right in my mind, okay? Whether that be taking somebody out, unaliving somebody, that's what's getting ready to take place here in America, Babylon the Great. All right, this is what you need to be gearing your mind towards, man, and seeing it coming before it actually gets here. All right, shit is falling apart, man. A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. All right, it's talking about martial law, man. Because it's going to get to the point where they're going to call in the government. Esau going to call in, the military, all right, to put people back in order, man, the way they want them to be. All right? Order out of chaos, man. It's one of their age-old tactics that they use. They create a fucking problem, and then they come in with the solution, man. All right? And it results in you having less rights and less freedoms. And possibly a RFID microchip in your ass, man. Next verse. For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled. The houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. Okay, there you go. And the influx of all these migrants coming into the, into the cities, all right, it's causing problems already. But then imagine when the food supply is cut off, man. Okay, imagine when the lights go out, when the power goes out. They've been talking about that shit for a long time, man. A power outage, in major cities. You know what I'm saying? When they cut the lights off, because they plan on doing it, they put it in a lot of their movies as well. We see Esau, we see what you're doing. All right. When that happens, people gonna be losing their damn minds, man. All right. And people are not even preparing for this. They're not even seeking the Lord, man, for protection. He's gonna be your only means of protection when all this shit happens, man. Here's a video I want to play from the Glenn Beck show. All right, check this out. This is going into that same topic we were talking about in this video, man, the migrants, all right? How the borders are open. Now check this out.
Oh, there are so many things going on with our open borders, and you know what? Before we go on, let me apologize for something, because when I say I made a mistake, I'll always tell you first. So let me start this segment with a deep apology. We've been playing this clip of the Middle Eastern migrant who says, soon you'll know who I am. Do we have that clip? Can we play that, please?
If you are smart enough, you will know who I am. but you are really not smart enough to know who I am. But soon you're gonna know who I am.
Okay.
Very easy.
Now, I immediately jump to a guy coming across our border, sounding Middle Eastern, with that kind of arrogance. I immediately go, you know, our government can't vet you. He sounds like a terrorist. How bigoted. How unbelievably bigoted. How hateful of me. You know, what if he's not an Islamic extremist? What if he's the guy who Joe Biden has been waiting for because he has the cure for cancer? Because, you know, we've been waiting now 3 years. Joe Biden said he was going to cure it in his term. And this guy's, you know, he has the answer, but he's sitting over in Iran. It's not easy to get the president on it's not even easy to get a phone call from Iran to the United States. You know, he could be beheaded. Hey, what are you doing calling the United States? I got the cure for cancer. I was trying to get it to him. So he can't, he's got to be quiet about it. He's trying.
This dude, he's being silly and facetious and whatnot. But from what I understand, that guy that you saw there, he's a known terrorist. Okay, he ended up doing time, if I'm not mistaken, 12 years. And you know, he's out free, and he, you know, you just saw him at the border, man. Okay, so you know what? I don't know if I want to play the rest of this clip. This is my first time actually watching this one. There's another one that I have that it kind of just gets straight to the point, because you know Glenn Beck likes to, you know, run his fucking mouth. But 1 second. Here's a video that I saw earlier. Check this dude out. He looks kind of soft, but it is what it is. We're looking here for the information. All right, check it out.
What is really your Fokios and Fokaramas? I'm Ty Smith, Model Renaissance Man. Welcome to my channel, Model Renaissance Man. If you are someone that's been subscribed to my channel for a long time, double check to make sure that you are. But if you are fairly new to the channel, get an idea of what this channel is about. What do? Go to my channel, click on playlist. All these different things I do on this channel. See all these different thumbnails? Those are all different categories of things that I do on this channel, from comedy to cooking. Check this out, ladies and gentlemen. So there was a video that went a little bit viral because this guy made claims at the border. He said, "You will soon find out who I am." And that sounded like a threat. So of course, you know, with things like that being on the internet, you can't just say things like that and expect that people don't do their own research and check out who you are. So guess what? We know who he is now. Check this out, ladies and gentlemen.
If you are smart enough, you would know who I am. But you are really not smart enough to know who I am. But soon you're gonna know who I am.
You see that? Nature of charges: arms trafficking and illicit use of weapons, criminal premeditation and conspiracy, treason and sedition, unlawful disobedience. Convicted October 7th, 2011. He did 12 years, and now look, he's back at the border, baby. All right, and he said, "You're not smart enough to know who I am, but you will know who I am." What do you think that means? That sounds like, you know, he might be orchestrating some shit, man. You gotta realize these people hate America, man. All right, these people from these Middle Eastern countries, they hate America. All right, they don't have any good sentiments toward America. So what do you think that means? All right, now, like I said, it could be Esau orchestrating this shit. Okay, because he needs chaos to ensue, man. So don't be surprised if you see on the news somewhere in the near future a T attack happened in a major city and a lot of people died. All right. And then, you know, then in another city, and then in another city, and then in another city, until the point where they have to lock everything down, man. And we need everybody to get an RFID microchip to identify themselves, all right? Because we need to know who is in our cities. So, you know what? You know, I don't want to make this too long. I'm already at like 20-something minutes. So I'm going to get ready to close it out. I'm going to, you know, bring out a few more presets. We're going to close it. But you see it, man. You see it. All right? All right, here we have it in the Apocrypha, the book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 16 and verse 21. Check it out. It says, "Behold," that means look here, "victuals," all right, food, "shall be so good, cheap upon earth, that they shall think themselves to be in good case. And even then shall evils grow upon earth, sword, famine, and great confusion." All right. And I just saw a news article where they destroyed another food processing plant All right. Another one is taken down, went up in flames, if I'm not mistaken. So look, man, they're orchestrating a famine. This is all orchestrated by this damn devil, man. But it's ultimately playing into the hands of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, fulfilling the prophecies, man. So your best bet is to turn back to Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. All right, because it will come to a city near you, man. The city that you're in is going to come to your front doorstep, man. Believe that, all right? So you thinking it's all good because you can go to the Walmart right now and get you something from the store. You go to your fast food places you like to go to, all right? You watch a movie or whatever. You think it's all good, but all that shit about to change, man, in the near future, all right? Biblical prophecy will be speaking loud and clear, already more louder than it's speaking now, man, to the point where you can't ignore it. You people are going to be caught out there, man, all right? So repent. All right, now we brought this out of camp today. All right, I'm gonna bring it out and close it out with this. 2nd Ezra chapter 9 and start at verse 7. It says, "And everyone that shall be saved," all right, and we're looking to be saved, right, "and shall be able to escape by his works and by faith, whereby ye have believed," all right, and you showing your faith by your works is repenting and coming out of the ways of the world and actually seeking Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. You have to come in those correct names too. You can't be calling on Jesus Christ, man, and any other false name, any other false god, idol. The only true power is Yahweh, and his son's name is Yahweh Shai. All right, "shall be preserved from the said perils, and shall see my salvation in my land and within my borders. For I have sanctified them for me from the beginning." And it's talking about the elect. The elect are going to hear messages like this and repent wholeheartedly, man. All right, unto salvation. But the rest, they're going to hear this message, they're going to scoff, they're going to mock and be destroyed, man, and all the said perils that are to come. All right, so I'm ending right there. Just a quick lesson. Lord willing, this was edifying. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakah Kodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who teach and who grew well, who taught us this truth through the power and spirit of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. A danger is imminent, man. Hide yourself under the shadows of the Almighty, man. I'm ending right there. Shalom.